Hey guys, BrickQueen here with some LEGO news to share with you guys. So 34 new project ideas have qualified for the second 2021 LEGO Ideas review stage. So these are all the ones in the past, is it 3 or 4 months, that have hit 10,000 supporters on LEGO Ideas. There are some really awesome projects in here. And let me actually just pull this up bigger so we can look at just these, because this is the whole focus. So out of these 34, the big question is, which ones of these would you most like to see LEGO make into a real set? These are the ones that are now going to go into consideration, and I would say probably sometime next year we will find out. It says results coming early 2022. I don't know about early 2022, sometime next year. We will definitely hear the results of this stage and which ones, one or ones out of this they might decide to make. Obviously, lots and lots of great choices here. You can see all of them here, and I've even done videos on a couple of these before. I mean, just looking through them right now, I'm trying to pick out like the ones that I would most want to see. Now, the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, great set, but they have done that before. So I'm guessing LEGO probably would not do that as an ideas set. If anything, maybe one day they'll do a whole line of Scooby-Doo again, like they did a few years ago. I'm guessing that's probably not going to pass as an ideas set, although the designer did a great job, not taking anything away from them on that. I also really love the House of Time, this clock down here at the bottom. I think that is a really cool set. I don't really expect LEGO to approve it though. It's just kind of a feeling I get, you know, certain ones I just don't think that they're gonna approve. But you know, LEGO has surprised me in the past. You never know what they're thinking, and you know, sometimes it has to do with like licensing issues, like Scooby-Doo might not be able to license it again, I don't know. So all kinds of factors go into you know, when they're considering these. But I'm thinking, you know, like licensing set aside, the ones on this list or this chart that I would most like to see, I would love to see a LEGO Spaceballs set. I think that would be awesome. Spaceballs, if you don't know, it came out in like, I think in the 80s, it could have been the 70s. But basically it's a movie that mocks Star Wars, to be honest with you. They really make fun of Star Wars in that movie, but it's a really comical movie. That one would be good. The basement and sewerage system, this one right down here, so that one is designed to fit underneath any LEGO modular, to just give any modular a basement and sewer system, which I think is kind of a cool idea. It's got a lot of storage area in the basement, and you know, gives more room to the modulars so they can have even more room to use like for storage, or you know, you can create other rooms in the basement, whatever. I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely an interesting idea. Also, this Jaws set next to it would be awesome. Who wouldn't love to have a LEGO Jaws set? Now, I would love to have like a big, like, not necessarily a brick-built shark, but like a big molded shark. I don't think they'll do it that way. If they do that set, I'm sure it will be a big brick-built shark, which will probably turn out really good if they decide to do that, but I would go more for the molded one personally. Another one that I really like is the one next to that. This medieval watermill set. Just looks like really wonderful design. I don't know, I really like medieval sets. I think they're really awesome and usually very well designed. And I haven't looked at these. I don't know if you know, these are 3 different designers, or maybe the same person did all of them. I have no idea. But you have the medieval watermill, the medieval tavern over here, and up here there's also a medieval harbor. I love all of them. All of those are absolutely fantastic. I'm as far as like just the sets themselves, I haven't looked at every one of these up close and personal. So like this one that's just called The Apartment, I don't know if that's particularly based on anything or just an apartment building. I'm not sure. The one next to it is also kind of like an apartment building, but it's The Nanny. That it looks kind of like an apartment building, but the whole thing is their house. Unless I'm mistaken. I think that's the deal, if I remember right. So that one's kind of neat. GameStop, I don't know how licensing would go with GameStop. That seems very iffy. But who knows? You never know. Also, the house from Up would be awesome as long as they include the dog. Wasn't his name Doug, I think? Who was Doug? Doug the dog, maybe. Also, Minas Tirith over here looks incredible. That is one of the ones that, like, whenever they did, like, all, you know, they did a lot of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit sets, and I wanted to see a Minas Tirith, and that was one of the ones that they did not do. So that would be really cool. I don't know if they would, I don't know how licensing would go on that, because you know, it's been years since they did any of those, so I know they don't have the license anymore. And I don't know if they would get the license back for a one-time set, or how exactly that would go. You never know. I know I say that a lot. On LEGO Ideas, that really is like the main thing. You just don't know what the designers and the team behind LEGO Ideas is thinking, and what kind of issues may come up with licensing on all kinds of stuff. But there's also some really cool like sets that aren't, you know, necessarily licensed. Like none of them, I wouldn't think that any of the medieval sets would require licensing. There's also a movie set up here. There's an A-frame cabin that looks cool. Well, that would require licensing. Let's see, there's a costume store. That sounds very interesting. And I've seen this working mini golf course before. I would love if LEGO decided to make that. I have no idea how they would look at that, how they would consider it, but that does look really cool because it's a working little golf course. I think it's really cool, and the person that designed that had to have spent like a ton of time on it. And it shows. It looks incredible, and I would love to have that. That would be so awesome. But I really want to hear from you guys. Out of all 34 of these, which ones would you guys pick? Like, and I know it's hard to pick just one, so tell me in the comments what your top 3 would be. What would your top 3 picks out of this be? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Damn, that's cool!